Glory to God. God is good. God is real. Can't do anything without Him. That was an amazing atmosphere, amazing game. I say it all the time, man. We got champions in that locker room. Those dudes are first class people, man, and they building this thing the right way. I can go down the line. Adversity hit us in the second half. They never wavered, and we talked about leading up to this game: unwavering faith, unwavering belief in each other, belief in the game plan. And those guys exhibited that all day today, man. Amazing win for this beautiful place we call Kennesaw State University, man. It is a sleeping giant. But I enjoyed it. I told them, you work so hard that you deserve success. Go out there and play with confidence. It's payday now. You make deposit. Now it's time to go out there and get paid. Now you see our dudes, man. We're young, but we fight and we fight for each other. You know what I mean? Every time we out there, we want to talk about how love wins. Mirrors did. Love wins. And so we want to show the country, show the community the love we have for each other every time we step on the court, man. I'm blessed. I'm blessed to coach those dudes in that locker room, man. I got a great group of young men, and I got the test. I got to get them better every time, every single day, because they hungry. They hungry for success. And so we just got to water that. We got to mentor them. We got to make sure that we watering them dudes and empowering those guys in there, man. But I love that group. Amazing win, an amazing atmosphere for Kennesaw State. The Convocation Center was rocking today, man. That's what it's about. And last thing, before we left out the locker room before the game, I said, this is what we pray for. These are the moments you pray for. These are the moments you work for. Why would you be afraid? Faith over fear. That's something we talk about all the time. This is what we pray for. Let's go out there and have fun. Let's kick their tail, but we're going to have fun doing it. You know what I mean? You know, we won the game. Those dudes are an amazing team. Ace Bailey, you can see the things he did. He jumped there and shot that three. There's nothing nobody could have done about that. Like, I was over there. I was like, I can't be mad at nobody. That is an NBA player, man. Dylan Harper, but they, excuse me, they have an amazing team and they're well coached. That dude does an amazing job, and kudos to them for giving us this opportunity to play a team of that caliber, a nationally ranked team. Uh, that's only gonna help us in the future. That's only gonna help us in the future. But it felt good to see our community come out and rally behind my group like that. So we're gonna keep going.
Coaches, Rutgers is making that comeback in the second half, and the margin just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. What are you preaching in those timeouts?
Stay with it. Stay with it. We need to take care of the ball, and we got to get great shots every single time. I probably kind of screwed us up a little bit because I started slowing us down and started running our pace and playing our type of ball game. But I wanted to manage the possessions, So we probably need to still play our style of play until it gets late, like probably 4 minutes or late, or later. But I thought our guys did a great job just staying with the process. That is a really good team. So I would have been kidding myself to not think they were gonna make a run like that. They were definitely gonna make a run. I told the guys in the locker room, like, it's no lay down in those guys. They gonna fight. Ace gonna fight. He's back home. Dylan's a winner. You got champions on that other team too. So let's compete. Let's compete. Let's love it. Like, we have to live in the tough stuff. Our guys did a great job doing that.
Coach, some of the maybe unsung guys, at least in the stat sheet, Ronji Gordon and Franklin Sherman down the
Yes.
stretch there. Ronji goes 4 for 4 from the line, and Franklin has some big reps on defense.
Yes.
That's that offensive rebound. If you
Yes.
just talk about how important they were.
Winners. I talk like we talk about it all the time. Like, we're young in the starting lineup with Jamil, AD, and B. Lou, but when we sub, we get old quick. Even Frank Coins, he's a sophomore, but he had an extended role for us last year where he started half the season, played big games, went to Gulf Coast, had 21 on the road in a pivotal game for us to even make the A-Sun playoff. So he has those reps, and now he just took it into this season. Ranji Gordon, all he cares, that's our junkyard dog. Like, I've been knowing Ron forever, man. He just wants Kennesaw State to be successful. He came here from UAB to try to compete for championships and just be a part of something special, man. And he's doing it. When he's out there, I know he's all about the team. And the same with all those guys. That just trickles down when you have a senior leader. He's one of our captains. When you have a senior leader like him, senior leaders like, thank you, Mark, senior leaders like Ricardo Wright, that's all about the success of their brothers. It trickles down. And those two, they exemplify that all the time.
Coach, we talk about that. The second half we talked about, but could you have drawn up a better first half for that team to come out during the halftime with 18, up to 20 at once?
Yeah.
They had 18 in the half.
Came out on fire, man. We like to say, like, we coming out and we throwing the first punch. And we want to come out and play our style of play. We're not bagging down. That's our deal, man. And we knew if we didn't come out that way, that team with that kind of talent, they expose you. And so, like with the way we play, the pace, the tempo, the defense. Like I love the fact that we're guarding. Like we're really, really defending, man, and they take pride in it. Like that's something we talked about all summer. That's something we talked about all preseason. Like we got to be nasty on the defensive end. And like Frank Corn, Ronji, those dudes, they get it. Drake had a good game for us, man. AD, he had 4 fouls. I was begging the refs like change the fouls to somebody, but it was nobody else around. But we just got Simeon caught him. His leadership, man. His leadership and his attention to detail on the defensive end. He's taking a major step forward on the defensive end, and I got to compliment him on that, man, and celebrate him. But defense is super important to these guys. Winning is super important to these guys. Like they want to see this university basketball team successful, and we trying to build this thing the right way with guys of high character and work ethic, and of course the talent.
You talk about AD to miss those 2 free throws, but to get that skill at the end. How big was that as a freshman to be able to have him have that type of success even after something he might have been down about?
Yeah, no, I just told him. I told him you got to make a big play. Like I told him and Brain Lou, like you guys got to be in. You know what I mean? Like it's, sometimes you can have the luxury of, playing older guys. No, you guys, when you pick Kennesaw State, that's what we talked about. You being in the fire. That's the best teacher. So you can learn on the bench watching, or you can come get in this fire at Kennesaw State. And so those dudes are getting on the job training. You know what I mean? And it's great because now we see that situation, he's gonna be ready for it. Like my important thing with those dudes, my young guys, and with all my team, you can't be afraid to fail. You cannot. AD, you miss those free throws. Who cares? So what now? You know what I mean? Now go make that winning play because it's not about you. It's about this group of brothers that you got in there, and they get that. Don't ever be afraid in this program. Don't be afraid to fail in this program because now when you fail, we can put it on film. We can learn from it, and when we see this again down the line, it may be in Conference USA in the league play. We ready for it because we've been through it. We've seen it before. This ain't nothing new to us.
So speaking of nothing new, I guess one of the things about your team is your rebounding ability. You out rebounded a Big Ten team, 46-27. Talk a little bit about that, but then tell us also how you plan on cleaning up
in the game. Yeah, no.
In the game, but also throughout the game.
Second
22
half.
22 turnovers. Yeah, that's a lot.
That's been a problem a long time, man. So we got to get to work on that. No, that's got to be the rebounding part. That's got to be who we are. Like we got to win. Like before we go out every night, I put that on the board. We have to win the rebounding battle. There's got to be a staple in Kennesaw State. When we come in here in the media after the game, we need to be looking at us out rebounding our opponent, and that's gonna give us a legit chance to win the game. So we talk about not just our 3, 4, and 5s getting in there, but we need our guards in there mixing it up too. Our dudes are bought into it, man. Like they know that's a level of toughness you got to have to get those rebounds. Get your nose in there. I don't want dudes leaking out and a ball on the floor. If a ball's on that floor, it's 80-20. It's 80-20 Kennesaw, and that's our mentality. Now the turnover, we got to get better. That's been something that's kind of like been an Achilles heel. Abilene Christian, they taught us that lesson as well. Like we turn the ball over too much right now, so we got to do more ball handling drills in practice. We got to we got to get organized on the offensive end and give our guys more space, and then we just got to be tough. That's a level of toughness too, taking care of the ball, making sure you get a shot when it's time to get a shot. So that's something we got to clean up. Like I'd rather learn through a win than learn through a loss. You know what I mean? So that is a valuable lesson we have to learn. We got to take care of the ball because you're not going to continue to be quality team turning the ball over 19 times, turning the ball over 22 times. So that's something we got to work on. We're going to look at video tomorrow and try to correct that.
So first of all, how do you get a team from the Big Ten to come in here? And then the second question is, how will you ever get another Big Ten team to come in here?
Somebody coming. And so this happened in the summertime. We knew Ace Bailey, he went to McEachern High School, played for Coach Tree, played for AOT, Omar Cooper, those great basketball, great high school program, great AAU program, but they're local from here. And so when he signed there, they wanted to bring him back home. And so they had been calling around I think, to some other schools, and nobody would bring him back home to play him. And so I reached out to them and said, hey, is this true? Do y'all want to think about bringing Ace home? We'll definitely take it. And kudos to Coach, man. He jumped right on it, man. And I can't said enough, man. That dude does it the right way. He's a really, really good coach, and that is a really, really talented team, and they're a well-coached team, man. So kudos to them again, man, for giving us the opportunity to play them at home and to bring that caliber of team to my campus here at Kennesaw State. That's awesome, man. Now we're gonna get to work this summer, try to get us another one. I don't know if it'll happen, but that they were calling around, and then we reached out to them, and they jumped right on it, man. And so, like I told my guys, man, it's a great opportunity. And those fans, how about the fans out there, man? The students, the community, like to sell that place out and had it loud as it was, man. They pulled us through it in because we could have that game could have went another way. And our guys just kept fighting because they want this community to be proud of the product we put out there.
Coach, can you just talk about where he had injury issues at FGCU?
Yep.
Comes here, still, he's not fully healthy, it looks like.
No.
But the way he played today,
Play good.
7, 8 rebounds, I think 5 offensive rebounds. Can you just talk about his
Yes,
play
I'm
today?
so proud of Andre Ware, man. Like he's a guy in the recruiting process. Like we sit on that couch in my office, man. I tell him like you're not failing. So like we're gonna figure this thing out, but take that off the table. Failure is not an option. Like we gonna figure this thing out. And he trusts. I mean, I think I met with him in front of a Smoothie King down in Florida. That's Fort Myers, right? Florida Gulf Coast. I think it was a smoothie. It was like a Smoothie King. We sat out there for about 45 minutes. I showed him video, and he came to campus and visited campus. And like it's the people here, Tamara Smith Jones, Milner Overton. They met with him, showed him like that. It's not just about basketball. You come here. Like we're gonna treat you like family, like that. Like we really gonna be what we say we are. We're gonna be a real family. And so, man, I'm so proud of him because after the Abilene Christian game, we met right there on the floor in the convocation. I said, I need your body language better. I need you to play through fatigue because you're talented, man, and we need you in the game. The way he rebounded the ball, the way he attacked our defensive end of the court, protecting those blocking shot, man, that dude's a winner. And I believe in him so much, man. And he believed in us. He believed in his teammates. I'm so happy to have him at Kennesaw State, man. And he's just scratching the surface. You're going to see him keep getting better and better because now he's getting used to playing our style of play. So kudos to him, man. He's going to keep getting better. You're going to see a lot of great things from Andre Ware.
And last thing for me, Coach, I was just piggybacking what Tim said. The evolution of this program, coming from D2 to D1, playing NASA and making a tournament 2 years ago under Coach late great
Amir.
And then going to Conference USA, what coming ahead, right, with Liberty, St. Houston, and those guys. Talk about what this means for the program, and then just going forward as you guys now go off to Canada.
Yeah, tough game.
Go back to California again in December. So can you just talk about what this win does for you as for your program, but also for this team going forward?
I think with a young team, it gives them great confidence. To keep chopping wood, keep showing up. You know what I mean? Showing up in practice, working hard, because we compete in practice every day and we work. And sometimes you might not get the results you need to get, and people start down like, we work. Like this just gives us confidence that we're doing the right thing, we're doing it the right way. And I said it before, man. I want to build this thing the right way. I want to build this thing with those kind of dudes I got in that locker room. I don't want quick fits. I want kids that players that that really trust what we're saying and believe wholeheartedly in what we're doing. And I've been blessed with a staff that's family. I've been blessed with a group of kids in that locker room that believe in each other, believe in me, man. And so now I just, I got to just, take advantage of it. Never take it for granted. I tell them this is the only chance we get with this group. It's the only chance we get with this group. So don't take it for granted. Take advantage, invest in each other, and truly love each other. Again, love wins. You know what I mean? We talk about Amir, what he was able to do here, what he was able to build here. You know what I mean? The 4 years he was here, man, and he paved the way, and he's a trailblazer. So just building on just building off what these Giants did before me. We had some alumni in our locker room, man. They talked about, the evolution, like you said, man. So all these dudes trailblaze the way for us. So we just got to give them thanks and just keep going and try to make them proud every time we get a chance to put that Kennesaw State on our chest.
Yeah, kind of as a follow-up to that, you talk about how this place is a sleeping giant. How significant is this as far as waking that giant up and showing, like you mentioned, players, recruits, fans, that this is not even what we can be, but this is what we are? No doubt.
Like I don't know, it was probably a couple games ago, I think Kai and a couple of guys, and I talked about it being cool to come to Kennesaw State. Now, back to Coach Amir, like them going to that tournament, 2 years ago. When I came in, man, I can walk with my chest out a little bit further out when I go in these schools and in these high schools in Georgia because of what they did. And I think it got the attention of a lot of people in the state to say like, you can do this here at Kennesaw State. We can come here and we can play in front of our family and friends, and you can win at a high level. And I know them doing that, man, that excited me when I was at Alabama. I'm looking at this job like, Amir, when you get ready to leave, I'm running down there. They just need to come. And so I think we're tasked with the responsibility of just continuing that. But you got to build it the right way. It's no quick fix. You got to build it right. You got to go through it. You got to go through it. And that's our motto. We're going to go through it and we're going to get better from it. But when we walk around Georgia, man, we tell guys, you come, just give us a chance. Just give us a chance. Let us come talk to you. You sit down and talk to us about our plan for you. And then come to campus and meet the people. Meet the people. Because it's beautiful buildings everywhere. Like our campus is second to none. I love it. But it's beautiful campuses everywhere. But what sets us aside is the people. President Kett, Milton Overton, Tamika. I talk about Mark Watson, Rob A. I can go down the list of people, man, that Claire, that just make this a special place. Treat my kids like family. When they step on campus, man, you get that feel. You get that feel. So we going to keep going. This the start. We just going to keep going and we going to keep working. That's the most important thing. We're going to keep putting one foot in front of the other. We just going to keep working. And when you work as hard as these guys do and you work with the right mindset and with the right heart, let the chips fall where they may. But you can sleep good at night. I keep giving y'all a story, but I told our boys in Bible study, I said, man, I slept like a baby last night. I slept like a baby because they give me confidence because I know what I got in that room. You know what I'm saying? I know who I have on my team. I believe wholeheartedly in them. So I told them I almost overslept. I slept like a baby, man, because of who they are as human beings, who they are as players. My dog's going to fight. I know that for a fact. My dog's going to get out there. We're going to fight. And so they give me confidence.
Coach, lost a little bit in the overall in the first half. They jumped out 5-0, and then I think it was 9-4, and you called timeout.
It was getting ugly.
I was going to say, what was the conversation in that huddle?
Who are you guys? I said, who are we, right? This is not my, like, let's be us. Like, I literally screamed and I told him, like, this is not what we talked about. This ain't my group here. All right. Like we not thinking about the right things. We thinking about the crowd. We not thinking about those loose balls. Like, get back to who we are. But that was not us the start of that game. And so it was the same thing I believe Christian, we had to call and just get back centered up and start talking about sacrifice, ownership, servant leadership, integrity, that like be us. And so I challenged them. I called a timeout. I said, I do not recognize you guys right now. All right. The next time out, I need to see my team. You need to come back over. You need to be Kennesaw State men's basketball. And I just kept telling them, be us. Be us right now. And we came out, guys, start playing with freedom, start playing harder. We gotta be the hardest playing team on the court. But that timeout was just me challenging them, saying, I do not recognize this team right here. Let's get back to being us.
Do we have any more questions for Coach?
Thank you, guys. Appreciate it, man. Thank you.